Hi everyone, it's Andy from Hobby Headquarters. Hold on just one sec. This is just to prove that I am back in the hobby store right now. Many of you may have seen the last video where we played around and did a little green screening. I had taken some pictures of the store just before I left for the close down, and now we're actually back in here. So that proves that I am actually back in the store. And in fact, this is Monday morning as I'm starting to film this, and we've actually been open up since Friday. So very, very excited to get back. We're trying to be as safe as possible, of course, but it's good to get back out and see some people and open up the store again, which is always nice. So what I thought I would do today is we are starting to get some new product in, including this new ryefeild model Challenger 2 TES. And the TES stands for Theater Entry Standard. And basically what it is, it's an upgraded Challenger 2 that came out just a few years ago in real life, we're talking. Their nickname for it is called Megatron, but it has all these different types of armor package on it. That it has like the bar armor on the back and all the explosive block armor on the side. It's a really, really cool looking tank and lots of plastic inside here. Very nice looking. So I thought today we're going to take a look at this and do a review. I am still working on the border model Panzer IV F2/G, which we're going to be building it as a G. It's being built right on that table over there. It's just been so crazy the last couple days. I haven't got much modeling in, but we're going to change that right now. Now, I'm going to start filming this and showing you guys the review on this, and I'm also possibly expecting something else in today. If we get it, you obviously will see it on the cover art right there, and we'll add that into. And that is the new Takom Panzer III M. Very excited about seeing that one too from Blitz Models. Takom also on it. So we'll also throw that in at the end of the video as well. So let's get started. Okay, first kit we're going to take a look at is the ryefeild model Challenger 2 TES. And to start off with, pull these pieces over here. This is how the hull comes together. So it's definitely not a bathtub style hull, but some very, very nice looking detail on all of this. So as you can imagine, all this is going to clip together somehow in through here. Oh, actually, there's a bunch of little pieces we need to take off on the inside of that. So that is how the hull is going to come together. And we're going to move on to the turret. The turret, as you can see right here, I guess this is probably part of the bottom of the lower hull as well. And then this is the bottom of the turret and the back of the tank. And this piece right here is absolutely beautiful. This is the upper part of the hull. Big tank too. Well, modern day tanks are pretty large. So this is the upper hull here. As you can see, we've got some of the hatches molded in the middle there. We're going to show you the tracks now. You do get 4 pieces of this track right here. So it's the bars in the middle here, and then you're going to glue the top and bottom onto that. So the track will be workable. And as you can see over in here, there is a guide that will help setting up so it all lines up properly. So a little bit of work to do on the tracks, but it's kind of cool that they are workable. And of course, you know that if you decide you don't want to make them workable, there is side skirts on the entire thing. So you don't have to build the entire link all the way around. Going to look at this sprue right now. This has got our barrel on it. There is slide molding over in this section. And then some of the, like the sides of the turret. get you a feel for all the different parts on it. We're going to come over here, get them over here to the road wheels. We also have got our fuel tanks back here, extra external fuel tanks. Now, there actually is torsion bar suspension in here because the suspension will work on this kit if you want it to. So you've got all the torsion bars in the middle here. All these really, really tiny little grab handles. And of course, you're going to get 2 sprues of this as well. Some more little accessory pieces here. And this stuff looks really nice. This is the bar armor for the rear of the tank. Give you an idea of scale and thickness on it. Looks really good. Some of the other parts here are molded really, really precisely. And finally, the last sprue we have here is the armor for the side here. As you can see, very, very thick armor. And really nice detail. Okay, what I'm showing you right now, this is the photo etch that actually comes in the kit. So we've got all of our grates for the back here. There's also a little bit of this rubberized plastic that has like the machine gun belt and one other little piece in here. You do get poly caps for the wheels. And finally, a clear parts sprue that has all the vision blocks inside of it. Now, what I'm about to show you right now, this is a upgrade kit that ryefeild has come out with and released it at the same time as the other kit here. And what we do is we'll just open this up. This is, like I said, is separate. This is not part of the actual kit. It retails for about $25. And right off, you can see you get lots of photo etch. In fact, you're going to build all of this rear bar armor with this photo etch right here. So it's going to be a little bit of work, obviously. And there's also, open this up, where you get some brass wire and some more photo etch. And finally, just a quick little peek at the instructions so you can get a general idea how the kit goes together. And I like what they do here is a lot of the parts are color coded so you can see all the new parts being added on in each step. And this kit has a retail of about $65 in the United States, and the aftermarket photo etch kit is about $25. Okay, the Takom Blitz Panzer IIIs did show up, so we can open one of these up and show you what it looks like inside. Now, this is the Ausf.M, and this one has the skirts on the side as well. First off, it's a smaller box. It's not one of their monster boxes. It's very similar to the size box that Tamiya's Panzer III came in. So let's take a look at the parts that are in this. So this is a bathtub style hull. And keep in mind too, this is going to be the same hull that comes out on their new Sturmgeschütz. That'll be out in about a month or two. So we got the hull right there. And these parts kind of came separate. So we have our turret and then the skirt for the back of the turret here, as well as the turret basket too. That'll go all in there. All that came in one little bag there. Let me show you some of the other parts here. So this sprue here has lots of the turret parts on it. There is slide molding. So the barrel is slide molded, as well as some of the other parts of it there. Give you a little look at that. And of course, the all-important thing on an armor kit is the tracks. And these are a length and length track. And you can see it's got the natural sag to it already molded right in there. So you got these long pieces for the top, this long piece for the bottom, these for the parts that go up, and then all the individuals to wrap around, like the drive sprocket and the idler. So those are actually, these are probably my favorite tracks now because they hold up real well, better than the rubber bands, and they still offer lots of detail, but are not very difficult to put together. You can usually knock something like this together in just like in about an hour. And of course, you're going to get 2 sprues of this. And start showing you some of the other parts here. Here are the side brackets that hold up the side skirts, and these are the brackets for the armor around the turret. Little tiny sprue here with some of the tools, like the jack, things like that, and a few other little accessories. And just like in the old Tamiya kit, the tow cables are already wound up for you though, but these look really nice. Do that there. These are slide molded as well. And now their Blitz line is a line that has less parts than some of the regular standard kits. So there isn't going to be a ton of parts in this, which will make it a little bit easier to put together. Here is our hull. And it's already got the sides, or the parts of the bracket, I should say, molded right on the outside there. Show you what the welds look like there too. They look really nice on that. And finally, the last, you get 2 of these sprues. These are going to be all the wheels, drive sprocket, idler wheel, the final part of the transmission here, and of course your road wheel arms. See how nice looking those are. And the side skirts themselves are made out of photo etch. So that's a nice little thing to get inside there. And finally, we have our decals. So a couple different units that you can build up on this one right here. And we have the instructions here. It's the small format instructions because there's not that many parts to this kit. In fact, there are only 25 steps total. So it's going to be, I would imagine, pretty easy to put together. I do plan on building one of these. I got a few other kits obviously in front of it right now to take care of, but should go together really well. All the Takoms do. And also very excited about the Stormgeschütz that's also coming out on this line. This one's got a retail price of $35 in the United States, so it's a great value for a very nice kit. I also got 2 other kits in the mail today with the Panzer IIIs. This is a brand new one. This is from Werk. It's in 35th scale. It's a 2 centimeter, and I am not even going to try to pronounce that super long word right there. But in reality, what it was a prototype of an 8-barrel flak gun. So you had the 2 centimeter flaks, but they put 8 of them on one cradle. And from what I understand, they actually did build this kit, or the real one, but it had lots of problems with structural because 8 of those barrels going off really did a number on the actual cradle. So these are just coming out in the United States, and you can pick them up on andyshhq.com as well as in the store. They retail for $19.99, and it's a very, very nice kit. Let me show you what it looks like. First of all, we'll take a look at the part of the cradle. This is going to be the part, actually not the cradle, excuse me, the actual gun. So this is where all of the barrels will plug into, and there's a big giant box basically that forms up for the receiver and some of the other parts that are in there. This is the cradle. So we've got our splits right there, and this is actually more parts of the actual receiver. And then over here we have the actual barrels. So they are slide molded barrels. So you're going to get 2 sprues of this. So we have all of our 2 centimeter ammunition, as well as 8 of those barrels right there. So those are all of the plastic sprues. And also there is a piece of photo etch inside there. This is for the basket that catches all the spent shells and a few other things like the sight, things like that on it. So really nice kit for $20, and I'm definitely going to build up one of these too, because this is something we can put together fairly quickly and have some fun with it. And finally, the U.S. Army quarter-ton armored truck. And you guys all know it, as like myself, as the Jeep. But Jeep is a registered trademark, so they have to call it a quarter-ton armored truck. And this is basically Takom's really nice brand new Willys Jeep, but done up with an armor package all over it, which I'll just quickly kind of show you how this looks here. Start off with, we've got our frame for the Willys. Very nicely done. We have our components, and it's kind of interesting the way they've molded these up right here. You guys, anyone who knows about Jeeps, that's certainly recognizable right there. These are absolutely beautiful, and I've been wanting to build one of these, so I think I probably will build this one up. I might not put the armor on it, but because you have the option to leave the armor off if you choose to. So this is all of our accessory parts. So we've got our water and fuel tanks, all done up in multiple parts. Tools like shovel, axe. Here is the mount for the 50 cal. And as you can see, here's the 50, and it too is slide molded. And actually, all these parts are right here, so he gets a little extra level of detail on those. And finally, the last sprue that is in here is the transmission underneath there, as well as all of the wheels. The seats are all molded as one big piece like that, which is very nice. So, fuel tank, steering wheel. You got a couple of M1 Garands for the inside, another pedestal mount, and of course some of the suspension. Also, two other things we have. Here is the main part of the body. And the windscreens. Get two different ones with and without windshield wipers. And finally, this is what makes it the armored one here. So this is one big piece of photo etch that you bend this one piece up into the fold that will basically make this whole wrap around. And then finally, there's that little piece of photo etch in the front, which duplicates that piece of metal that will protect the radiator and the engine on it there. So these are just coming out in the United States now. They retail for $25, so a really nice brand new state-of-the-art tooling at a great price. So there you go, guys. This is all the new kits that have just shown up. And one other kit showed up as well. This is the one from Werk. This is the Takom King Tiger minus the interior, like what they did with the Panthers. I decided not to open this one up because you guys have seen me build actually a couple of these over the years. But great kit at under $40 now too. So definitely, if you want a King Tiger that's fabulous, get this one right here. And of course, all of these available are in the store, as well as our website at andyshhq.com. They're all available for sale right now. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and please stay tuned because we have many more videos coming.